Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 21 online CFM game. It is now week 6 of the 2021 season here in the Premier Madden League. And tonight, our Detroit Lions are playing our only primetime matchup of the 2021 campaign, which sounds a bit ludicrous because the Lions are coming off of a Super Bowl berth last season, but the virtual schedule makers did not favor our Lions much, so Sunday Night Football against a very good Washington team is our only chance to wow the primetime audience. Of course, besides Thanksgiving Day, but the Lions are playing on Thanksgiving every single year. Will Deshaun Hand be playing with the Lions for Thanksgivings to come? Hopefully. We're going to try this contract negotiation once again with Hand, offer him a bit more money this time around, and fingers crossed, it's good. Deshaun Hand will be a Lion for the rest of this franchise, pretty much. So now let's focus on tonight's game against Washington. This is, once again, one of the premier teams in the NFC Conference. Remember, last year, we defeated Washington twice. Once in the regular season, and once in the divisional round of the playoffs. So, Washington's going to come into this game with some vengeance. We'll have to try to hold them at bay, and hopefully, we can win the game by involving Kenny Golladay more than we did last week, which should be easy to do, because Kenny Golladay was held to one catch last week. Not because he was being shut down. We blew out the Arizona Cardinals. It was just that we had the dev story for Amon-Ra St. Brown to get him from star to superstar. And because of that, we only threw the ball to Amon-Ra St. Brown pretty much before the game got out of hand. So we'll definitely get Kenny the ball more. He is rightfully upset. We got to get Kenny the ball more, especially if we want to beat this Washington team. As you guys see their roster, offensively, Haskins is now a superstar. Terry McLaurin is still that dude. Defensively, you got the likes of Chase Young. You got Ronald Darby and Kendall Fuller in that secondary. Ioannidis and Montez Sweat up front. It's going to be a great battle as we are at Ford Field. These are two of the top teams in the NFC Conference, and we are underway. The Lions wearing their color rush uniforms tonight as Jamal Agnew returns the opening kickoff. Not going to get too far, only to the 22-yard line. Stafford starts off with a pitch to Ty Johnson, who nearly accelerated all the way. Still a good gain to 12 as Amon-Ra St. Brown gets the ball for the first time as a superstar wide receiver in the NFL, and trying to use that evasive ability, St. Brown is down and holding his back. This is a major development early on for the Lions as we try to get Kenny the ball. Unfortunately, that's going to be incomplete. Bring up a third down and long. St. Brown still not in the game. Josh Gordon is, and Josh Gordon is going backward, courtesy of, oh my goodness, Ronald Darby, as Amon-Ra St. Brown has been ruled out for the rest of tonight's game. Right there and then, Amon-Ra St. Brown gets one snap as a superstar wide receiver, and back to the bench he goes. At least that injury should only be for this game. Still a bit of a blow to our offense. Right now we got to focus on the defensive side of the ball as play action for Dwayne Haskins. He's looking. Look at the time he has, but nothing open at all. So he tries to take off himself, and he takes the shot, loses the ball. That was our new money man, Deshaun Hand, forcing that fumble. This is Antonio Gibson getting close to the first down. We got to see where the spot is because that was really close, and it's going to be third down and inches. So this could be a big play early on as Antonio Gibson runs the ball, negates all of that big talk. He'll just easily get the first down. Now Haskins looking to pass once again. Here comes the pass rush. Haskins just throws the ball away. Haskins has done a good job of throwing the ball away rather than forcing interceptions. He's done a great job of finding Terry McLaurin when he gets open, which he does there, beating Jeff Okudah. Next play, Sims on the bubble all the way to about the 6-yard line. Goal-to-go opportunity early for these Washington players as Bryce Love, he'll be the goal line back. We'll see if he can battle in the trenches. Oh, he does! Falling forward for the touchdown, and another injury for the Detroit Lions. That's Mario Davis down on the ground. This has been a very costly first quarter for our Lions. We get stopped on offense. We give up a touchdown on defense. 2 injuries along the way to 2 superstar players. We'll see how long Mario Davis is out, and this is a bit more concerning. Not only is Mario Davis out for the rest of this game, turf toe, that could be a multiple-week injury. It really depends on pain tolerance and stuff like that, but yeah, that's not a good development for us as Taysom Hill trying to get the first down. Oh, he's battling for every inch, and we need that because it is going to be third down and 1 here as Stafford back in the game. He's going to look to pass, and only a 2-man rush here. Stafford lobbing it for Hawkinson, incomplete. incomplete. Big 4th down and 1 here from our own 34-yard line. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for every 4th down and 1 we possibly can as we hand it off to Kerryon Johnson, who is stuffed. Nowhere to go but into the waiting hands of Foster. Big play there. Kerryon Johnson versus Reuben Foster for half a yard, and unfortunately we couldn't win that battle. It looked like Washington had a touchdown there. They'll check it down to Antonio Gibson instead. It'll still bring up a 3rd down and 4. Watch out for the clock. That's a delay of game on Dwayne Haskins. That is a killer, not even getting the timeout in. A loss of 5 yards instead. Got to make sure you don't take a sack. Got to make sure you complete the ball when your man is open. That was Gerald Everett who had the 1st down, and a lot more if the ball is delivered on target. But even though Dwayne Haskins is a superstar in the league as the field goal is up and good, he still has the tendency to crack under pressure. So we'll try to force those unforced errors as we have Marvin Hall manned up against Chase Young. Oh, man, they're lucky they didn't give up a touchdown there as Kerryon Johnson gets the carry. The Detroit Lions backfield is still a backfield by committee after the fumbling issues for a couple of running backs last week in our win over the Cardinals, as we check it down to one of the guys that fumbled, Ty Johnson. 3rd down and 2. Stafford out the backfield. That is Marquez Stevenson with the catch with the 1st down. Now at the 29-yard line, Stafford under pressure, which might have affected the throw right there as we try to throw it in the corner to TJ Hawkinson. Stafford on 2nd down, finding Flash Gordon, who will be the replacement for Amon-Ra St. Brown this week as we go 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back, who is technically a receiver. Marquez Stevenson out the backfield, and no 1st down. 4th and inches from the 19-yard line. Once again, 4th and short. We go for it. This time we get it. Running no huddle, just running the ball really quickly, liking that front, and we take advantage. Ty Johnson gets some good blocking. He'll go to the 5-yard line. Goal to go. Opportunity for the Lions, and we quickly cash in. Ty Johnson on the counter. The Lions answer back after a shaky start. No injuries on this drive. Good news. So as long as we don't lose players, we should be okay. So we'll be undermanned for this game, but I think we still have enough to give a good fight here for sure. We just got to definitely shore up on run defense without Demario Davis. That's going to be a big key. As far as offense goes, we should be okay without Amon-Ra St. Brown. We have Marvin Hall and Josh Gordon. And, of course, we have Matt Stafford and Kenny Golladay to fix those issues. Whoa! Nearly intercepted. That's swatted. And another bad pass by Dwayne Haskins as Bryce Love battling for every yard. He'll make it a 3rd down and short midway in the 2nd quarter. And once again on 3rd and short, Gibson gets the carry. Same play from earlier. Same result. 1st down. Blitz on Haskins. And he just gets it off to Gerald Everett. This time on target for his tight end to the 23-yard line. Love. Once again, he's always falling forward for the extra yard or 2, making it a 2nd down and 7 for Haskins. Open in the middle. Gary Jennings for the touchdown. Jennings torching Desmond Trufant as easy as it gets, and the Washington offense is humming on all cylinders tonight. It's been scoring drive after scoring drive after scoring drive, and this game could be a shootout if our defense is not up to the task. Remember, in that playoff game, in the divisional round, that's the way the game went in the 1st half. It was a shootout, scoring back and forth, and then our Lions really slowed the tempo down in the 2nd half. So we might have to dial up that same formula here. But first things first, we got to get a touchdown before we really slow that tempo down. Stafford is going to have the time. Not anymore. Checks it down. Hawkinson, nearly gets his head taken off, but still survives to get the catch. Gain of 4 as Stevenson, battling in the trenches awkwardly, turns a big gain into a gain of 6. 3rd down and short. One more time out the 2-minute warning. Quick check down. Stevenson with the ball, but a great tackle by, I believe that's Darby there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 1 more time with about 90 seconds left in the 1st half. Lions offense definitely on the field. No huddle once again. Stafford's going to look to pass. He's going outside, and that's going to be caught by Hawkinson. 1-on-1, and TJ Hawkinson shows his great ability to come down with those jump balls, especially against smaller defenders, which is something that we were working well late last season. We got to try it again. And maybe on that play, it would have been a great time to try it. Incomplete. 3rd down and 4. Stafford with the ball, and he's going to go to Marvin Hall. Remember, Marvin Hall was a big part of our offense last season. this year with the arrival with Amon-Ra St. Brown, he hasn't gotten the ball as much. Stafford loses the ball, and it's going to be picked up by Washington. Big turnover. No points as we were about to enter the red zone. Instead, here's Washington hooking up with Kelvin Harmon. He'll get the catch out of bounds to the 41. Gaping hole for Gibson. He takes the shot, but he'll get down at the 50-yard line. Second timeout call by Washington. Now they're on the march to try to put up some points here. Haskins. Oh, that's going to be caught by Antonio Gibson with Moon all over him. And he got out of bounds to stop the clock. Big play there. Now about a couple of yards away from field goal range. Haskins, look at the space he has. He's going to keep it. Instead of throwing it, he'll get the first down. He'll get out of bounds at the 33-yard line. This is a great drive so far. The blitz is in, but Haskins has an answer once again. It's Jennings up the middle to the 11-yard line. Final timeout by Washington. Offense still on the field as Haskins. End zone! Got him! Gerald Everett. Big play, a touchdown with Lewis on him. The replacement for Demario Davis in the game cannot keep up with the new tight end, formerly from the Los Angeles Rams, and Washington gets the touchdown to go up 24-7 after the Stafford lost fumble. A big game changer in this one as Kenny Golladay gets the catch there, but it doesn't do too much for us. We have 5 seconds. We have a chance to get a quick hitter and maybe get into field goal range if the time lets us. Stafford, there it is. That's Stevenson. He's down, but that's going to be the end of the first half. Can't get that timeout in time. So with that, let's go to the halftime show where Joe Burrow is going downfield. Oh, he wants his speedster John Ross, but he finds the speedster Tony Brown, who had himself a career outing. Not 1, not 2, but 3 interceptions for Tony Brown. Oh man, Cincinnati was trying to go deep all game long, and they just kept on getting denied and denied and denied. Now let's go to a primetime matchup, Ravens versus Steelers. The final undefeated team left in the Premier Madden League is early on the ropes. Deontay Johnson gets the touchdown, but later on, that's Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. The Ravens will still be the only undefeated team in 2021 in the Premier Madden League. They go to 6-0 as we go to Chicago and look at the little Cohen that could, swerving a man. Tariq Cohen all the way for the touchdown. This was a career outing for Cohen once again. The little Cohen now, whoop, could break ankles and break hearts as well. Tariq Cohen applying the dagger to the hearts of the Cleveland Browns despite the big outing from Baker Mayfield. 7 interceptions will definitely cost you as we go to Tampa Bay. Oh, that man is trembling with fear after taking the hit, but he'll still get the touchdown. Later on, it's Justin Fields to Robbie Anderson. All of these Panthers highlights, but it was a Tampa Bay victory as they moved to 2-3. This is the final play here for Trevor Lawrence, trying to get his team the victory, but Baker, man, bake me a victory as fast as you can. That's a walk-off for the Arizona Cardinals. Now we move to New York where Saquon Barkley outside. Good block. That's too easy for Saquon Barkley. Didn't even have to make anybody miss. This is also going to be way too easy despite the pressure. No one gets home. And downfield, the speedster Slayton takes the top off. That's a blowout victory for New York. Both teams go to 3-3. Here's the rookie Trey Lance. Oh, when you're a rookie, your best friend, you're running back out the backfield. Anybody's best friend is Alvin Kamara when he's on your team, but when you play against him, oh man, you feel the pain. On fire, Kamara gets the victory for the Saints, and I really mean it when I say Kamara gets the victory. Ooh, Noah Fant down the seams. Cowboys defense whiffs, and Fant is in. Broncos looking to pull off the upset victory, but Dak Prescott later in the game, rollout, finds his second-year receiver, CeeDee Lamb. The Cowboys move to 5-1, just getting the victory as we now scoot on to the start of the second half. I don't know why they had that black screen there for a second, but anyways, here we are with the Washington team getting the ball first, which is not what we really need. We need to make a comeback here, and instead, we're giving up a big catch to Gary Jennings one more time. And defense continues to be a sudden issue in this game to where we still have not even forced a punt yet. All we really did was force one field goal attempt. That's the biggest stop we've gotten so far, and it's looking like Swiss cheese out here. You want to run the ball? You can run the ball. You want to pass the ball? You can pass the ball. There's no way Demario Davis' impact is that big. Look at his receivers open everywhere right now. Slash tight ends as Jordan's going to make the catch there. Haskins, a solid 12 for 15 outing. Looking to continue it here. McLaurin gets open, but cannot stay in bounds. That could be a missed opportunity as Haskins, next play, don't worry about it. They'll get the touchdown anyways. Gerald Everett, Lions dial up the blitz, and it backfires. Washington is on their way to a blowout victory. This is a bit of a surprise here because the Lions and Washington, both good teams, but you wouldn't quite expect this, especially with the way the Lions swept up Washington last season. But here we are down 31-7 and needing to get some answers quickly, and that could be a helping hand. Kenny Galladay in traffic. That's just what Kenny G does as we run no huddle here. We definitely got to get the tempo going as we run the ball there with Stevenson. Can't get too much. Second down, Taysom Hill pitches it out. Marquez Stevenson trying to get the edge, but Landon Collins won't get him. Still a decent gain. It's 3rd down and 4, and we have Stafford 5 wide, looking, throwing, downfield. Galladay dropped it. Oh man, that looked like a beauty of a pass from Stafford, but Galladay in a bit of traffic can't quite get it. Now it's 4th down and 4, and Stafford on the next play. That's a disaster. A complete opposite of the last throw. Kendall Fuller for 6. Washington will pour it on. And this game has went from maybe we can make the comeback to maybe we can save face and make this not too bad. Once again, it's just a complete train wreck. Defense is the main problem here. Offense, you know, I feel like the 7 points isn't quite indicative of the way we played in this one because for the most part, we've just been answering Washington every single time. But still, 7 points is 7 points. We got to at least find some sort of offense, find some stuff we can use next week more than anything else because the game plan this week, throw it in the garbage, it's done. We have a blowout to cover, but it's not our Lions on the right side. It's Ty Johnson outside. Once again, Landon Collins with great coverage there to prevent a bigger play as we're running the ball more that we're down a lot as DeAndre Swift gets the carry. The running back by committee, I don't think anybody has really stuck out in this one. Ty Johnson's had a pretty decent game, but you know, Carry On hasn't really done too much for himself. Stevenson's been playing pretty well, so, you know, maybe Stevenson continues to get more touches. And, yeah, maybe we just cancel Carry On Johnson once and for all. 3rd down, Stafford in the middle. He'll hit Stevenson in the middle of the field, and one more time, because why not? Let's have a 4th down and short and see what happens. One more time we run no huddle, but this time we move to a 5-wide formation. It looks like the blitz is coming, and it is. Stafford does have the quick answer to diagnose the pressure. He'll find Marvin Hall for the 1st down. Next play, Stafford, middle, open, Galladay, got it. Can he go all the way? No, he cannot. And it's going to be a 1st down and goal nonetheless as Kenny Galladay's on fire. He's one-on-one. He'll get the ball, and he'll drop it again. Oh, that was a touchdown. Galladay can't quite come up with the catch. Ty Johnson, though, is able to get the easy rush for his 2nd touchdown. Both touchdowns have been scored by Ty Johnson in this one. Yeah, there's not too much good to say about that, except good for Ty Johnson if you have him on your fantasy team. Lions going for the onside kick. And before we can get it off, Washington actually gets the timeout in. I didn't know you could get the timeout in after we got the kickoff, but here we go once again. Tucker McCann, onside kick. Washington ready for it this time. Gary Jennings, who has had a good outing, continues it on special teams as Haskins going to hand it off. Bryce Love doing what he does, which is apparently fight for every yard. 2nd down and 4. It's Love again, and you love to see him fighting if you're Washington. He gets close to the 1st down. It is going to be, one more time, a 3rd down and inches, and Washington's actually going to play action here, trying to catch him off, and they've got him! But Haskins is off the mark once again. Hayden Hurst looked like he might have had a touchdown there. Burning Jeff Okudah, who is not having the greatest game. Primarily matched up against Terry McLaurin. Jeff Okudah is having a game to forget for sure. The whole defense is having a game to forget for sure. Our only defensive stops have come on incomplete passes by Haskins to open people. Those are our only stops getting field goals right now. So still, I would say offensively we're trying to find some. Defensively, we need to find our bearings because this has just been an absolutely disastrous game as we have a 3rd down and 14. Stafford in the meantime trying to get the offense some love out here as we start the 4th quarter, hitting Stevenson out the backfield, and 4th down and 3. course we're going to go for it here. We're down a lot of points, and we want to have a chance at winning, which, you know, could be still on the cards. We got to go for it here. We got to get a big play. Hopefully this is it. Oh, Stafford! He still got it. Even though Stafford's had a couple of bad throws and the offense isn't looking great, you can't put it on Matt, as we have Stafford leaving the pocket, finding Stevenson trying to hit a nice spin move there. He'll get to the 17-yard line. Stevenson continues to be getting a heavy workload as we go play action. Stafford to Galladay! Oh, it's the Galladay season when he makes catches like that. He dropped the easy fade route but makes that catch. Sure. Why not? It's a 20-point game with 8:29 left. The onside kick is our best friend once again, so we're going to go to it, hoping that we can spark a comeback. But Gary Jennings is the expert onside kick recoverer, I suppose. As they go play action on first down here, and Haskins wants it all. McLaurin! That's in! That's a touchdown! That is both feet in bounds, and a perfect pass by the third-year quarterback, I think the boot making us think about it twice, but it is indeed a touchdown. Washington not going to waste any time. They are going for the kill, and I believe they've done what they needed there. A one-play touchdown, and once again, McLaurin versus Okuda. No match at all. Okuda, as we try to use him as a press corner, is just proving that that's not quite his game, I suppose. So we'll have to rework the way we use Jeff Okuda in this defense. That'll be one takeaway. And the final takeaway from this game will be that Matt Ioannidis got a sack because I don't know if it was the franchise servers or just my opponent's connection, but he got kicked out the game right here, right now. So thankfully for us, that means a Lions victory, right? No, I'm kidding. That does not mean a Lions victory. What that does mean is either A, we recreate the game and play a 27-point game for 8 minutes, or B, we give Washington the forced victory, because playing a 27-point game for 8 minutes sounds awful when you're the team that's down by 27. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to let the forced win happen for Washington and take our L. And we'll see if the simulation game of the forced win can actually be a closer game and a better game for our Lions than the actual game that was played. So the one good thing about what just happened was that, one, Amon-Ra St. Brown gets to play the game, and two, more importantly, Demario Davis gets to play the game and avoid the turf toe injury. Now, we got to hope the simulation doesn't cost us any injuries, which, as you guys, well, I can tell you right now, we didn't lose anybody to injury in the simulation game. But unfortunately, we lost the game even worse than we did on the field in the simulation, 30-6, and Matt Stafford, like, what the hell is Stafford doing in the simulation? 3 picks, no touchdowns. A rough game for poor Matt. Ty Johnson gets his 2 touchdowns wiped off the board. Instead, one goes to, I believe, DeAndre Swift. And, yeah, I mean, McLaurin gets a pretty big game negated. And, I mean, besides that, yeah, there was really nothing good that happened. And the one really bad thing that happened in the simulation was the fact that Kenny Galladay did not get a single catch. I had to check to make sure he was injured. He wasn't injured. Simulation Stafford just forgot about Galladay. So instead of pleasing Kenny Galladay as we were on our way to do, because Galladay had a pretty good game in that actual game, Galladay goes without a catch, and now he's pissed at us because he didn't get the ball. And he's like, well, what the hell, coach? I'm Kenny Galladay. I'm the best player on this team. And I'm like, I apologize, man. This is all simulation Stafford. I don't know what else to do. So, basically, everything that happened in that game doesn't count. If, you know, bit sour, but, and I figured I'd show you guys the way the game went down, just so you guys know why we got a 30-6 forced win, right? So, yeah, I mean, basically the game was already won and lost there, so not much else to say about that one, except we're going to have to wipe that one out of our memories and bounce back quickly against the Vikings, because the Vikings also a top team. They're leading our division right now. We got to bring our A game. Hopefully this is just a blip in the radar. Unfortunately for Kenny Galladay, he's legitimately pissed. Don't know what to do about that. So leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed the game. Subscribe for more Madden 21 gameplays. GG's to Washington, man. Just a well-played game by them. Not much more to say about that. They just executed. We did not. We're going to get some upgrades for our players before we bounce. So, yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Thank you, as always, for watching.